Alright, hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here once again, and this is going to be another wrestling match review, more specifically, another Survivor Series review. Because of the Survivor Series season and because we're kind of winding down, I figured why not look at the original Survivor Series main event? So the inaugural Survivor Series took place in 1987, and famously, this event and Vince hence told a lot of cable companies that if you air Starcade 87 instead as well as this event or instead of this event, and then you will not or I think it was just if you air if you air Starcade 87 and which was coming up later or on in the year or okay. Hey, so it was actually happening the same night. Hey, so or if you aired Starcade 87 instead of Survivor Series, instead of this inaugural Survivor Series event, you will not get WrestleMania 4, which was happening the next year. So pretty much threatened to take away WrestleMania 4, and a lot of the cable companies complied. Hey, now, not all of the cable companies complied. So I do wonder, did Vince actually follow through on that threat? Was he just full of hot air, or did people call his bluff? It seemed like some cable companies did call his bluff um, because they still did air Starcade 87. But nice to know the original Survivor Series event was pretty much out of spite. But Survivor Series would go on to be an event and that would go on throughout the years, almost being canceled even, but still managing to become a staple. And lo and behold, even on present day, Survivor Series War Games is happening right now. So Survivor Series still in there, still alive and kicking. But I did want to check out the original main event for Survivor Series 1987. Now, how every match is either a 5-on-5 or a 10-on-10, and in the case of one match, which is pretty much just 5 teams against 5 teams, and so it's full of 5-on-5s. So I could have looked at the first match and because that's technically the first Survivor Series match, but why not look at the main event? And let's see what went down. I'm of course talking about Team Hogan, in which is Hulk Hogan and Bam Bam Bigelow, Don Muraco, Ken Patera, and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff going against Team Andre, that being Andre the Giant, Butch Reed, King Kong Bundy, the One Man Gang, and ravishing Rick Rude. Now, of course, as always, I'm not a professional wrestling reviewer, analyst, or anything like that. Just a man who enjoys a good time, and I definitely had a pretty good time, I would say, with this match. Also, I didn't address this in the last video, but look who made a return. My lamp that is multicolored, which you can't really see because it's too bright here on camera, but that will be in. It adds a little extra layer of light to the video. I did it for the review that was just up, that being Survivor Series 2008, the W Championship match, the W Championship triple threat from Survivor Series 2008. So let me know if you guys enjoy the lighting or if you want me to just go back to just the ring light that I have here. But which I had noticed previously, but just in case you hadn't noticed, you can kind of see the reflection in my eyeball, in my iris here of my ring light there. But nevertheless, let's get right into the match. Because I've kind of stalled enough now. Oh, of course, as always, if if you've seen these reviews of mine before, you kind of already know how this works. But if you haven't, I'm going to be talking about what I liked and disliked about the match. Is worth mentioning, though, on kind of a tragic note, of all 10 competitors in this match that I just listed, only 3 of these people are still alive, which is pretty depressing to think about. Of all 10 of these people, the only ones that are still alive are One Man Gang, and The Rock, Don Morocco, and Ken Patera. Now Don Morocco is referred to as The Rock throughout this match, which is crazy to think about. Yes, he had the nickname first before Dwayne Johnson did, but they kind of said no, 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 there's no other Rock, there's the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Rocky Maivia, if you will. Hell, there's only one Rock. There was no one else referred to as the Rock. Not this time Morocco. No, dude, it was just Don Morocco. No, this is the Rock. But it's pretty funny to think about. But nevertheless, he is referred to as such. Now, getting into the actual match, uh, s- that, this also is kind of stemming from, in a way, WrestleMania 3, which was earlier this year, or that being 1987, when Hulk Hogan took on Andre the Giant and famously body slammed him in that very iconic moment. But nevertheless, that's kind of a continuation of that throughout the year, and it's led to this match here at Survivor Series. He's now getting into the match proper, starting with what I liked here. They do kind of somewhat play up the story between Hogan and Andre. You see Hogan and Andre almost coming in to face each other. Eventually they do face each other, so somewhat in the ring, albeit briefly. But they do build that up in a major way in the match, and the fans are definitely here for it. The action throughout was pretty decent, and with both sides, you can tell by his points, they kind of worked out some of the kinks. If not, they haven't worked out all of them, but they worked out some of the kinks because they've already had three other matches on the show so far, so they kind of have had the chance to really ebb and flow. Obviously, we'd see it evolve over the years. The concept of the Survivor Series and the 5-on-5, we'd see it evolve and really take shape over the years. But for this primordial one, not bad. We do see that there is some other stories, some other rivalries that they're pushing as well, such as excuse me, such as I thought I had to there, but such as like Patera versus Butch Reed. I believe it's Patera versus Butch Reed. And we see the other members of each team really get their time to shine. Everybody kind of gets their chance to do their thing. And so we see that throughout the match. Ultimately, Andre's team he picks up the win, and after Andre finally eliminates Bam Bam Bigelow. So Bam Bam Bigelow, who is the would be sole survivor for Team Hogan, and trying to really combat Andre and really battle against him, but ultimately it is not enough. But Hogan does attack Andre with the belt, completely unprovoked in a way, because Hogan was eliminated fair and square. In fact, we'll get to that in a moment. But he does attack Andre, and Jesse rips Hogan for it, saying, "Hey, why did Hogan attack Andre?" A honestly fair point. And they try to like rush it off or like play it off on commentary, because Jesse Ventura, that is the heel commentator, and Gorilla Monsoon is the face commentator. But Jesse kind of has a point. I mean, it's not like Andre cheated to eliminate Hogan, and they did get into but ultimately Hogan was eliminated on his own by count out. So well, there's no reason theoretically for Hogan to who attack Andre with the title belt, but he does, and has any at least sense of fans home happy. Now, I guess getting into the dislikes, piggybacking off that point, why was Hogan eliminated by countout? Like, Hogan gets eliminated by countout and kind of gets removed by the other security. Like, Howard Finkel makes the announcement that like Hogan's been counted out. If he doesn't leave, then his team automatically loses. So Hogan kind of looks like a dolt for getting counted out and getting eliminated. It excuse me, not the last time they would do that, and not even the last time they would do that within the short span, because Hogan and Andre had like a double disqualification at WrestleMania 4 in the WWF Championship tournament. But So Hogan gets eliminated. Looks kind of goofy. Some of the other people get eliminated relatively quickly. He like Butch Reed is out almost immediately. He pinned by Hulk Hogan. The commentary very much is there, but I'm not going to comment on it. But having so many people like eliminated so quickly, or I shouldn't say so many. It's not that many people who get eliminated relatively quickly, but it feels like some of them were kind of in and then kind of out, which does kind of suck. But it's something they would replicate in other Survivor Series matches. Is so this one being the first to do it. Now I get there's certain stories, especially Hogan versus Andre. Hey, I imagine you probably don't have a lot of time or room for the other guys to really get a lot of their stuff in, but it does kind of suck that some of them were eliminated so quickly. But nevertheless, for the first main event for the inaugural Survivor Series, not bad. Now we'd see better ones as the years would go on, but for this historical significance, this one is pretty interesting to look back at and to watch. And maybe someday I'll look at the first, I guess technically the first ever Survivor Series match, that being the opener for this event. But in the meantime, that is going to do it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, turn on those post notifications so you know every time I upload a video so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on the match and my review? Do you like this match? Do you like my review of the match? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.